Not sure what that's doing. We're supposed to kind of start here, end here, but we're supposed to go around this park here, Legion Park, on the way back. So I'm not sure if that's gonna pop up later or not. If we zoom out, it's pretty unclear on what the map's supposed to do. Let's see if we could do the changes. I guess that's the map setting. And it's a little bit unclear where to the full route. So I guess that's zooming out. So we're gonna zoom back in. It's kind of hard to tell with this little map here, but let's go. Hey, what's up guys? So we're about 1 mile in. I don't think I made any wrong turns, but I believe it's already routing me to go back to the starting point. You can try to zoom out, but it doesn't really show much. I'll try to show a different view without the elevation. I'll try to get rid of this so we can see the map more. But it already started to tell me to turn around and that I'm off route. So I'm gonna go ahead and show the map that I have on the app for the Wahoo and see what that looks like. We'll go ahead and try to zoom out once before. All right.
All right, guys. So this is our map here that we did pull up from the app of Wahoo, and it does look like the map is active. It does show here the full route. I can't see this on my small device, but here it is. It does show. It did upload it. It does exist, and at that section where I'm zooming in, that's actually where I'm at. So it's nice to see that the map does exist. It does look accurate, and it is heading towards the right direction that we are supposed to be heading towards.
Hey, what's up guys? So on the head unit, I got rid of all the additional segment categories that you can put on the Wahoo display. So now all we have is just a map. So hopefully we can see what it's trying to do a little bit more clearly. I'm still not sure what it's doing. I'll go ahead and revert this in 1 second.
Alright guys, so this is back to my screen here. This is from the Wahoo app. You can see the blue outline, which is where I traveled. It looks like there is a little bit of a squiggly line there. That's when I started to experience all of the notifications saying that I might be off route. We're zooming back to the starting point, which is there, my home. And yeah, we've not 1 mile in, and we've already started to receive signals of error.
Here we are, and hopefully we can see where it's heading. I don't know if this is accurate or not. I saw some red flashing lights a couple seconds ago, nowhere near a mile. I think we're only like about a mile point something in the ride. So I'm gonna start heading south on this route and see what happens. It's hard to see the red lights blinking with the sun, but there they are. The magical red lights. I guess it's trying to tell me to go back home. Guess it's rerouting. All right, so it looks like it's telling me to go back to the starting point, which is my home. We're maybe 2 miles into the ride. I believe I'm on the right street. At this point, I don't really know exactly because I'm trying to follow the GPS and I'm assuming it's correct, but it's really not. And we kind of saw that with the red flashing lights and telling me to go back. I don't know exactly what went wrong or if I made any wrong turns. We're gonna go ahead and pull up the actual GPS maps. I am in downtown right now. There is tall buildings around me, but this is very common. This happens with tall buildings or without tall buildings. This has happened in basically anywhere I take this GPS unit. So we'll go ahead and pull up the screen right now of the actual segments of where I was according to the Wahoo app.
Okay, so now we are looking at the Strava app. We can see our route, we can see my location. It does look like I am en route. It does look like I've traveled on the correct path, so now we can confirm that there was no wrong turns. Everything is, my route has been accurate as a rider, so we should not be experiencing any of these issues that we are seeing here on the head unit with the flashing lights and different descriptions on where to follow rather than ahead proceeding. So let's pull up the Element Roam app here. Let's take a look at the map there and see what that looks like. See if it's still tracking us and see where we're at according to that map. So as you zoom in here, you can see that the lights have been a little bit squiggly. There to our left, those are buildings, so I couldn't go through those buildings. I went through the streets. So they do look a little bit off, but I am on the right path. I did follow and stay on the road. Alright, so what we're going to start to experience now on the head unit is we're going to be able to see segments of the route that will slowly get uploaded as I continue on to my journey. It looks like I'm only viewing about 1 to 2 miles ahead of the map as I slowly proceed through my course. This is a total of, I believe, somewhere around 20 miles to complete a trip, so this is not a long route for me. It's fairly short, but we start to see these small increments of data that kind of start to go into the head unit. As you can see now I'm able to see an additional mile or two of where I will be heading towards the route. So as I continue to go onto this route and as I continue to do the full route and I get these small dosages of information, they kind of slowly prompt me and never give me all the data at once, and I'm not able to see the complete map in one view. At this instance, it's telling me to make a left. There's signs there saying no lefts are allowed. There's signs saying do not enter. and in fact there's a brick wall behind this complex and a freeway that has no access to me going straight, as it's indicated here on the GPS head unit. So one of the small instances of bad data or bad information that my head unit continues to give me. So there's a do not enter sign. Once the light turns green, I'll proceed forward, doing the best I can with my cell phone, riding my bicycle on this public segment and recording. You can somewhat see, maybe not because of this bus, but you can see there it's just a wall. There's no way I can go through that wall and continue as indicated from this GPS head unit. Thankfully, I know this area, no big deal. I was able to move forward and make my own route, or make my own way towards where I believe should be safe and somewhat accurate. So once we did that, it was able to reroute me. I don't know how it got that data to go through that wall, go through that segment. I don't think that was in the original plan. In fact, it wasn't, because we can later on see the full recording of the actual map of where I traveled and compare that to the actual route that I did go on.
Alright guys, so I had to make a small detour. I'm actually looking for a restroom. I cut through a school and let's see what the GPS is telling us. I'm still a little bit unsure if it uploaded the entire route or portions of the route. I'm not sure if it's supposed to just show you maybe 1 mile at a time and not the whole route, as I was seeing earlier. I did reach to the final destination of where I thought the map would end according to the route that was displayed on the Wahoo, but it did give me a bigger section to keep traveling, and it looks like that section kind of appears and disappears. So I don't know if the whole map has been uploaded. I don't know if it's supposed to show me the whole map or not, or just 1 mile at a time. I've never had this Wahoo work. All right, so this is our map here. It's telling us to make a left, but we're supposed to go this way. So I don't know why it's telling me to make a left. There is
Alright, so in this segment here, we do see that the route is, the indicated route that's highlighted will be coming to an end. So I wanted to film the segment that it does come to that end of the highlighted portion here on the route, and then I wanted to see what happens next. I'm usually riding and not paying 100% attention to GPS head unit. I obviously want to look at my surroundings. I was able to record with the camera facing the Wahoo and obviously my head looking up. So now we're actually able to see that just right there. It did upload the next segment, which we will be proceeding straight and making a left turn until a couple, I believe it was about 500 yards, I believe, we got started to get those notifications. We are starting to see these blue chevrons here that are pretty rare. Most of them are black. Like I mentioned before, I've never had this head unit fully function or know what it's supposed to function like, so I don't know what the blue chevrons mean. I don't know what the black chevrons mean. I just know it's very inconsistent, and I do get a little bit of hope when I see the blue ones, but then again, looking at this head unit, looks like we're going to be traveling straight, and then to be determined on the next indicated action. So it's a little, it's not the best feeling when you're riding, you glance at a map, you come to a stop sign, and you may or may not see with a left or right regarding on which format you kind of want to see. Alright, so as we can see here on this map, I pulled over just to get some more information here and get some footage for you guys. And since I pulled into a park just a couple yards away from the street, it immediately told me make a U-turn, and the whole map kind of disappeared. I'm supposed to be traveling towards that direction, the right. I actually wasn't sure on exactly what street to make a left on. You can see where I'm at right now. I'm actually in that small little map, in that small little green section there in that park. Looks like the GPS stopped picking up my signal there, maybe about half a block away. And you can see here now on the map I'm supposed to be traveling one more block and making a right. I did notice there was a section here of the map that I believe we made a wrong turn. I don't know. I was following the map. I think I was following the map, but yeah, it's a small little section there.
Hey, what's up, guys? So my phone wasn't able to record any further information on the ride. I ran out of battery, ran out of storage space, so that's all we were able to film on that day. It did give me the complete route as I traveled through the route. It did give me a small, 1-2 mile segment at a time. But yeah, we were able to complete it. No big issues. The biggest issues that we did see were that small little section there that the route kind of got cropped. I believe that it got rerouted and they gave me a different version of what I outlined it on Strava. And you did see in the beginning of the route that the GPS signal must have got misaligned, and that was telling me to turn around and picking up bad information. This is very common. It does happen every single time that I do try to use the GPS head unit. 9 out of 10 times it's telling me to make either a wrong turn or that I'm going the wrong direction. Since the filming of this ride, I have taken out to 2 more rides. One of them, it gave me 100% bad information. Within the 2 mile, within the first 2 miles, it started to do the same thing, and then it just kind of kept rerouting during the whole trip. It got really frustrating, to say the least, as you can imagine. And on the second route, it was a rural area, so that was really straightforward. And I didn't see any complications until I did go off the route, and then it kind of rerouted me to a different route that was very questionable. We were on a mountain. There's only one way up, one way down, and it rerouted me to I don't know where. Thank God that I'm not an idiot and I don't follow the GPS as I'm told if I know better. And we continued, or I continued out by myself. I continued back on the actual route that I came back on. So yeah, here's the video. Hopefully this helps. Love to hear back from you guys to see what's the next indicated step. All right, peace and love.